So real quick, this is a teacher example for standard form to slope intercept form. I want you to focus on your notes here. We added notes because the way standard form is written, it's ax plus by equals c. And then we have y equals mx plus b. That's our slope intercept form. We want it to be in this form. I don't want you to worry about what ax is, what by is, and get confused. So I want you to really follow the notes that I wrote right here. You're going to check and see if y is by itself. If not, we're going to move the number with x. So let's go to our teacher example here. I do not see a number with x next to my y. It's already over. So I don't need to do that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide everything by b, which is the number next to y. So let's go ahead and do that. The number next to y is 2. Go ahead and divide everything right there. Let me zoom in so you can see. Everything, that means the 4x needs to be divided by 2, and so does the 6. We are dividing 2 by everything, not 2y. The reason why we're not doing 2y is we want to leave the y. Just as a reminder, we're going as y equals mx plus b. So we're going to go ahead and follow that. When I cancel out the 2, the y is going to come down. And then I've got to simplify this. I see 4 and a 2. They're factors of each other. So 2 can go on the 4 2 times. So that's going to be 2x plus 6 goes into 2 times, which is going to be 3. Again, we're following y equals mx plus b. So just make sure that your final answer says y equals mx plus b. My m is my slope, and my b is my y-intercept. Identify your slope so you know what it is, and your y-intercept. Your slope can be a fraction. It can be a fraction, and it's okay because it's rise over run. So on the second one, if we remember, we're still doing y equals mx plus b. We're still following that form. Don't worry about what standard form is. It's already in standard form. Our first note says check to see if y is by itself. If not, move the number with the x to the right. So the number with the x here is 3x. So let's go ahead and inverse that. Minus 3x on each side. Go ahead and do that now. And then I'm going to put my line because I'm going to cross these out. That's my 0 pair. I'm going to bring down my 2y, but here's my key. I have to put the 3x first because it matches my formula. My mx goes first. So in this case, I'm going to have negative 3x minus 6. I'm just putting it in order. You cannot combine these. They are not like terms. The next thing I'm going to do is my note up here says divide everything by b, which is the number next to y. If there is a number next to y, I'm going to divide everything by it. In this case, my number next to y is 2. This will cross out, and I'm going to bring y down. But this is where it gets tricky with the simplifying. So let's look at it here. Negative 3 over 2 does not simplify. Leave it as a fraction. X. And now I'm going to get negative 6 divided by 2. So I have a negative divided by a positive, which is going to be a negative, and then it's going to be 3. I'm going to identify that this is my slope because it's next to x. And it's okay to be a fraction. Remember, rise over run. And then my negative 3 is my y-intercept. So these are going to be your 2 teacher examples that you're going to follow along. Remember that you're putting it into slope-intercept form. Don't worry what standard form is, the ax plus by equals c. Worry about what you're moving over to put it into slope-intercept form, okay?